All right, here is your Monday video. Today's video is on moderation and balance. There's a saying we used to have in the teams, I think it's in the SEAL ethos as well, and that is moderation is for fucking cowards, or simply moderation is for cowards. Don't do anything in moderation, not if you want to be good at it, not if you want to be professional, not if you want to make a name for yourself or make a statement or really elevate yourself to the next level. Doing stuff in moderation only going to get you so far. And that's kind of in that, average level of it. I mean, even if you're doing it for the 10,000 hours, 10 years sort of deal, you're just, at that point, yes, you're very good, but you did everything in moderation. So are you really going to excel? Second thing, balance. Balance is important. Balance is necessary in a lot of things, but also at the same time, if you have two different things and you're trying to balance them, right, that's hard to do. We've all sat in the seesaw when we were kids on the playground, I'm sure. If not, go do it. Have fun. Be a child in balance. Be a child in moderation, right? But no, seriously, balance is two things. Maybe it's more evenly displaced. And unless you are doing each of those things at a high level with intensity and intention individually, I feel like you're going to have a really hard time getting ahead. And really, that's not even balance. That's selecting different things at different times. So for fitness, that could be like, I do my strength one day, I do my conditioning another day, I do my mobility another day, I do my recovery another day. Are those things in balance? Maybe, but doing one at a time and focusing on that, doing it with intention, is not balance. So I think that's how you get really good at stuff, is by doing things one at a time with intention, not moderation. That is how you should approach things. If you're serious about them and you want to be good, you want to be a professional, because we should want to be professionals in the things that matter to us. You should be a professional parent. You should be a professional at your craft. You should be a professional at work. You should be a professional in how you handle your emotions, how you handle conflict, how you handle problems. And you do that by being intentional, focused, and driven, as well as consistent. You don't do things with balance. You don't do things in moderation. Because what? So that is my Monday thought. So let's dive a little bit deeper into that. So for me, I am an online coach. I do coaching in person too, but I do online coach is my main thing that I do when I'm not doing jiu-jitsu. I'm also a father. That's a full-time gig. Even if I have 50-50 custody with my ex-wife, it's a full-time thing being a father. That is, when someone asks me, who are you? That is one of the things I say. I'm a father. Let's see, what else do I do? I do these YouTube videos. I have a podcast. I've written some books. Typical Navy SEAL stuff, right? I do fitness. I do a lot of stuff, and I do a lot of things a lot. Balance is what I would say is the overarching theme, right? I do a lot of things and I balance them. More like juggle, though, really, because balancing would mean doing more than one thing at the same time and not tipping over, not making a mess, not spilling things, not dropping everything, right? Not seesawing and launching one up into the air while the other one's just sitting there on the ground. So doing things in a focused, intentional manner, one at a time, putting your effort into one thing will make you better in the long run. And I say this because I have done this. I was at a point where I was like, I can do all these things. And I was in moderation. I was writing, doing a podcast, doing stuff for a 1099 position that I was doing, texting people about whatever, trying to make content, trying to heat up food. I was literally doing 6 things one day in a hotel room. I had my phone up, my iPad, a laptop, food in the microwave, and then a journal. And I just like, if I just stay super busy, I'll get all this stuff done. I didn't. Not to the quality I should have, and probably not in the same amount of time that I would if I did them one at a time. And even if I did get them at the same amount of time, because it definitely was not faster, but let's say I did it in the same amount of time, do you know how much mental bandwidth I took up doing all those different things? It's not impressive. It was draining, mentally fatiguing. It crushed me. So imagine if you just do one thing at a time, you do it really good, you give it 100% of your effort, and you do it for 15 minutes. Isn't that better than doing the same thing for 20 minutes at 60%? If that, if you're juggling a bunch of different stuff, let's do some math here. If I'm doing 6 different things and I keep going all over the place, that's like what? 18%, 17%? Not cool. So let's try to dial back some of that if that's you. Or maybe I'm just got the zoomies upstairs. And this doesn't apply to you at all. You're like, this guy's crazy. Not crazy. I'm inefficient, or I was rather. Since I've been taking on this approach of one thing at a time, doing it with intensity, doing it with my full focus, and not in moderation, I've been much more effective, efficient, and more energized. And also, it's like going down your to-do list, right? If you're doing a bunch of different stuff, you don't really ever get to check off that list. It might take you a couple days. Let's say you got 10 different things on there and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna do 2 tasks today. Boom, boom, I did them all. Hey, this was really fast. This was good. I feel good. I have momentum. I have a visible result. I've crossed off this. Well, I still feel good. I've got some momentum. Let's go let's do one more. Let's do one more. And next thing you know, you're like, man, I'm done. I gave myself a week to do this and I did it in 2 days. So let the momentum build. Remember, the rolling stone gathers no moss. So that's kind of today's lesson. And that's just how I approach things. I approach my fitness that way. I approach my social media that way. I approach content creation that way. I approach fatherhood that way. And I approach work that way. Whether it's my own personal stuff of Alex Rogers coaching, or it's, building YouTube videos, podcasts, or writing for the book I'm doing, or anything really. Just be intentional and give it your all. And I promise you that you're gonna see compounding effects on that, positive effects, and it's gonna go well for you. You're gonna feel clear. You're gonna feel more energized. You're gonna get more stuff done by doing things with intention, one at a time. And then you can avoid the whole like Adderall, stimulant, stress thing of like bouncing around like, I got so much stuff going on. Okay, cool. Line it up. Knock them down. Like that. Okay. Yeah. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal Monday. It is the start of the week. So that means be intentional the rest of the week. Throw out moderation, throw out balance, unless it's overarching big things, and just get after it. Start crushing it. Take control, take command of your life, and see what happens. And thanks for sticking around. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. And if you're interested in a little bit more of this on a one-on-one basis, hit me up. Instagram, leave a comment below, on LinkedIn. Yeah.